friend, I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you already know what to expect from this specific video because last week Felix and Harry published their Hurlux set. So obviously I had to build something focusing on that this week. And it was lots of fun to build in Solani again. I chose the volcanic lot. So this resort type build is right next to an active volcano. And we are just gonna ignore that for the rest of this video. I mean, obviously, if you wanted to, you could use this as a rental lot for your scientist sim. I don't know if that's like thematically appropriate, but scientists do not get treated well enough anyway, so I think they probably deserve a really nice, luxurious vacation home while they are here to probe this volcano or whatever they're doing. So I was very inspired by the texture of like the rocks and the boulders and the volcano itself. And I've been wanting to build a proper brutalist home for quite some time. And I haven't really done that. And this is my attempt. As always, it was kind of hard to really go for that style in The Sims because, well, the exterior really lives off that bare but like intense feeling. It's supposed to be very textural, and I've used the wallpaper from Harry's Brutalist set for the exterior and most of the interior, and it was great. But still, you know, it's really hard to get that intense connection to the material, like the beauty of the bare material is really hard to get across in The Sims. But I love it so much in real life, and this was the perfect opportunity. And it just went so well with the custom content. Oh, also, this is another free custom content build. I got asked this on Tumblr, and I think I've also said this in some voiceover before. I was waiting for the House of Harlux, like all the collections that make up an entire house now by Felix and Harry. I was waiting for that to be finished to do a base game plus CC build, and that's something I'm gonna do in the not so far future. This still uses other packs, but it's another free CC build. And everything went really, really well together, as it tends to do when you use only Felix's and Harry's content. And I got to use these beautiful new sliding doors and windows, like full-size windows. And I think the minimalist design of the house itself really made those beautiful new objects pop. So I hope you enjoy this too. It has this really big pool area that has, like, honestly the most amazing view of this little beach cove area. And I guess this would theoretically count as an infinity pool, right? By the way, I made sure to put that black floaty thing under the overhang, which basically acts as a roof over the pool, because that thing would get scorching hot in the Solani sun. So I was thinking ahead, and I put it in the shade, and I hope you appreciate that. Well, actually, it'd be scorching hot everywhere because there's an active volcano in spitting distance. But I said we weren't going to talk about that, so I'm not going to talk about it. Another thing that's really close by to this house that I did not know about, and as always you're gonna have to forgive me because I don't play, so you probably know this, but right next to this lot, in this little cove that it's located at, is a really cool waterfall. It's almost a little hidden, and when I playtested this build, I had to get my sim out of the way. No, not when I playtested. I need her for that, but when I did the recordings for the video tour. I had to get her out of the way, and so I sent her there to shower or catch frogs. I think that's what they can do there. And it looked really cool, and I'm really sad that we did not get that specific waterfall in the life edit objects. Although Sulani did give us another pretty waterfall, so I'm not gonna complain. I actually left in all 3 of the bathrooms that this build has. This is the first one. It's the downstairs, just general bathroom. I did put another shower in here. There's a shower outside right next to the pool because that's luxury. There's another shower in here because the 2 bedrooms upstairs each have their own individual bathroom, and then they also each have a bathtub in the bedroom because I just felt that that is what Harry and Felix would want. No, that also just felt like the right decision entirely for this very luxurious villa. And they don't have an additional shower in the bathrooms. So this should still be enough to get your Sims through the day. And if not, then you can always go take a walk to the waterfall and shower there, because that's way more fun anyways. I was struggling quite a bit with this kitchen. I hope I cut it well enough that you wouldn't notice. You hadn't noticed if I hadn't told you. But yeah, I was trying to use lots of dark wood to kind of contrast all the concrete and warm it up a bit. And the spoons set really helped me with that. The kitchen cabinets that came with it. There's just so much going on that it's really helpful for breaking up the minimalism a bit and give the eye something to linger on and to like observe the structure. And yeah, they look really nice in here. And then I also put a bar next to the kitchen. Obviously, as this is kind of a party resort mansion, it's supposed to be the kind of place that you rent with your friends, I guess theoretically 2 couples. So I just put that there to keep in mind that that's what I wanted to do right now, the bar. But you might notice that it's the wrong way around, and it's gonna stay the wrong way around because the arrow on it really confused me. I've always been confused by how that works exactly, specifically with bars. Because if I'm not mistaken, in theory, wherever the arrow on the footprint of an object points towards is the direction that needs to be free for your sim to access said object. I'm not entirely sure about that because it also, like with beds, that's just not correct. And I think traditional bars in the game have to be accessed from 2 sides, because the bartender is behind the bar and somebody ordering a drink from the bartender is on the other side of the bar, but only has 1 arrow. And Sims can make themselves a drink, so I just, it confuses me. It really confuses me, and that's why I did this wrong, but don't worry about it. I fixed it before I uploaded it to the gallery. And I really love that bar. I'm really, really glad that there's one like that now that is accessible for free. That's really, really cool. I've always really liked the one that came with Felix's colonial set, which is also more of like a bar table instead of like a proper huge bar. And it's just so useful to have objects like that just look really pretty. I mean, obviously, sometimes you do have things in your home that don't have a purpose except like being decorative. And it's still really nice to have things in The Sims that actually have some kind of purpose. I feel good putting things in that you can actually interact with. And it's also just so pretty to have around. Now I've talked so much about the actual bar that I haven't talked about the table that I've placed it on. I know this is not how this was supposed to be used. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to fit the vanity in any of the bathrooms with like the layout that I had planned, which was enough of a struggle in itself because of that weirdly shaped long second floor. Every time I do like really long rooms that you can split down the middle, I know I'm just making things harder for myself. And I really love this little spa area that came out of that whole situation because it's something I don't usually put in my builds. But it makes perfect sense for it to be there. It's cute and it's another functional room, which I really appreciate. So I was talking about the vanity, and I really wanted to still showcase it in this build, and I really liked it. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to actually use it as a vanity. And then I realized it'd be perfect for the bar area because it has those towels hanging over it, and it has that drawer which could have more glasses or like spices or ginger or coconut or whatever you'd put in your drink, sugar probably. So yeah, all the features made perfect sense and it looked really good, so I just went for it. This area you will have already seen if you follow me on Tumblr, because I've posted another sneak peek this week on Monday. Can you imagine? I was so excited to build with the Hallux collection that I was ready to post a sneak peek, a screenshot on Monday, so I was very proud of myself for that. And Felix reblogged it, which always just feels really good, you know? I left in this tiny little wash closet because I really like this little trick with the shelves and the brutalist wall piece. That's something I might do more often in the future because it looks cool and really built in. And I was so surprised how perfectly that worked. Like, I had to size the brownstone shelves down by 1 and they fit perfectly, so that was cool. And then this is another kind of built-in situation with a misused object from the set, which is the door this time. I saw this a lot when I was looking for inspiration, and in general I love things that are like half see-through. I think this is supposed to be like a mosquito net or something similar. But yeah, I used it for this closet and I think it's really, really cool. I would love to see Harry and Felix do like textured glass, frosted glass maybe. Wouldn't even have to be door. I'd love like a cabinet or a display case in frosted glass or fluted glass? Is that what it's called when it's like vertically dented? Does that make any sense? I'm gonna Google that. Fluted glass? Does that ring a bell? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I'd love to see that in the future. But yeah, I was really happy about this door. And it displays so well in The Sims, like it looks really good. Like the see-through part looks really cool. I did not think the game could handle that, but it does really well. And luckily, this villa has 2 bedrooms, so there was another option to actually use the wardrobe that came with Hallux. And that is gonna be so useful for walk-in closets. And I'm actually gonna have to do a lot of closets in next week's build because Patron has already voted on it. And there's gonna be a lot of closet space. That's all I'm gonna say. And for for everyone who's been asking me to build using the Courtyard Oasis kit, there's been a lot of requests about that lately. I don't know if that resurfaced somewhere, if somebody used it, or why everyone's thinking about that right now. But I've still got that planned. That was building a riad was one of the options in the February Patreon poll, and it did get a few votes, but it didn't win. So I've put it back onto my list and I will remember it, and I've got lots of inspiration for it. So it's definitely gonna happen. It's just not a priority. And while I'm looking at the Jardine speaker, I've put the wall detached speaker that came with Get Together, or is it Spotty? I think it's Get Together. I've put those on basically every single wall downstairs, so I hope you'll have some really cool parties. And if you do, and you happen to post it somewhere, I would love to see if you post your gameplay screenshots on Tumblr and you use my builds. Please tag me, that gets me so excited. I really, really appreciate that, so don't hesitate. And by the way, I'm so sorry if you had to readjust your volume for the speed build all the time. I don't know why I'm so excited today, but I move around a lot when I talk apparently, and it's especially bad today. And I can see the waveform is all over the place. Because I move away from the microphone and then I move back. So sorry about that. If you'd like to download this, as I said, it only uses custom content that is available for free, then you can do that from the gallery. And as always, remember to check include custom content in the advanced settings, because otherwise you will not find me and my builds. And if you prefer tray files, then you can visit my Patreon and download those there for free as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending 20 minutes of your day with me today, and I'll see you next week. Bye!